Okay, this is on the red job, number 53099. Install on 8.2 by Aaron. Okay, so what we're doing is we are replacing this furnace and air conditioner for the upstairs unit in the attic with another 80% furnace, but it's going to be horizontal and a new coil, horizontal, and a 2-zone system. The Harmony 3-panel. Okay, so all this ductwork comes out. Just take apart the flex. We're going to reuse all the flex. But the new furnace, we're going to have to build a platform. So I figure we'll lay 2x4s on its side and 4 of them, and then a sheet of plywood on top. You may have to cut it in half to get it through this attic access, I'm not sure, but if you do, you do. Anyway, so the furnace will sit up now a little bit. I would put the one edge of the plywood as close as you can to here and go that way. So I marked on the attic access area. So your filter box will be right here. Then a transition, and then your furnace will be from here, 33 inches over, and then transition, and then your coil. So I would start my platform from right here and go that way. Okay, so, and we want it so they can just come up the ladder and change their filter right here. Okay, anyway, so the new furnace will sit on 6-inch legs. I just made them 60 inches. And I made, so we're gonna have a drain pan under the coil only. And I made 2 legs for the coil to sit on in the drain pan. Duct as it shows. Out of that, we're gonna have a transition and piece of duct. It's going to have 2-inch liner, that's why I made this so big. And a reducer to a squared around 14-inch. And this side will go to the bonus room. Have a damper right there. 14-inch flex to a Y. Let me go up and show you that. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Don't step on that board. It's not screwed down. Anyway. Okay, so the bonus room right now is this little triangle. So it now has a 10-inch and an 8-inch. So we're gonna run a 14-inch here, and it's oversized to try to boost as much air as we can here. But we're gonna put our Y as close to here as we can. And then 14-inch flex back to our squared around. They wanted to get another vent in here, but there's no way we're getting anything in there. So we will put a transfer air in there, and I'll go over that later. Okay, so this return, just put a 90 on it and reuse this flex. Reuse all the flex you can. But then This will just loop around over to your return air box. And also this return air, we'll just put a 90 on it here, and it'll just go into the end, square around into the end of the our return air. I have it squared around. So 90, then a 90, and just reconnect this flex to it. Okay. Let's see. So off this duct, I have a trunk line, 10-inch coming off the front, 10-inch HET with a 10-inch damper on it, round. Off the back, I have a 12-inch HET coming off the back with a 12-inch round damper. So, you know, take the manual dampers out of them. But, so these 4 6-inch heat runs are going to come off the back 12-inch. Then there's 3 heat vents, one here, there, and there, that'll come off the front. Okay. Anyways, and then we'll just Y as shown. Okay, so I think that's pretty standard there. Okay, so okay, so our combustion air is okay. We have the attic vents on each side. On the flue, existing's right here. We're going to tear this out. We're going to put, you got to cut this a little bit to get clearance for our new B vent and make it level, of course. But yeah, we're going to add a new cap, 5-footer, then a 90, and I gave you a few different pieces, a 3-footer and a 2-footer to offset over to the furnace, and some various fittings to get there to the furnace. Okay, so on the gas, you're going to take it apart at the 90 down here at the floor. Okay. Going to add a coupling, 3/4 inch coupling, and a 40-inch piece, I believe, come to here, 90 up, or 3/4 by half 90, and a fitting pipe coming up, 90, 2, caulk, 2, drip leg, flex over to the furnace. Okay, let's see what else. Go over the AC in a minute. So the drain, right now it comes out 3/4 and it reduces to 1/2 inch. And I traced it back there. They just pushed 1/2 inch into the 3-inch ABS and siliconed around it. So let's just pull that out and tap in our 3/4 inch I just tap in a 3/4 inch male adapter and thread it in the best you can there, and then just seal it best you can, but make that 3/4. So we're going to have an overflow on our coil, also a overflow safety switch on our drain pan. Okay, so on the furnace power, it's right here. I gave you a 2x4 flat cover, So you can just take this and mount it up somewhere and then tie onto it, and I gave you a new switch and new box and new cover to go on top of the furnace. Okay, so let's go downstairs. Okay. Okay, this is the bonus room right here. This is our 10-inch. It just goes right, here's the wall triangle right there in the attic. So we're going to try to get as close to here as we can, but the only other run in here is way at the very end, which is the 8-inch, but there's no way to get in here to do anything. So what we will do, though, we're going to add a 12-inch transfer air. So we have this cubby right here, this triangle. So if you look in it, it's all open all the way back. So I told him we'd get this transfer air, as far back into the middle of the room as we can to try to pull some of this air out of here to the middle, as well as this to the middle. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a 12 by 12 flat grill here, run 25 feet of flex down through the cubby here, and on this side, it's going to be, you have these right here, your grill's going to be like closer to this side, because there's a triangle roof line that goes like this. So this is the only place it's going to fit, is right against this triangle wall. So make sure you note that. But we're going to put a 12 by 12 flat grill here. Would be nice to get it back in the corner more, but it's just ain't going to happen. So, okay. Going to pull a new thermostat, or another thermostat for this zone. So come in the door. I figure you can put it either here. This will probably be the easiest. On this other side of this wall is actually a water heater room, and it's open, so you can fish a wire down there easily. Hopefully with making that little triangle up in the attic, but I think you can. Okay, so the owner is going to provide his Nest thermostat for that. Okay, let's see, I think that's it up here. Let me look real quick. Thermostat, transfer air. Okay, so let's go outside and look at the AC.
Hey, Winston! All right.
Okay, so there's a breaker panel in the garage, but the AC we're working on is not on that, but the furnace power probably is. Anyway, our AC breaker is out here in this outside panel here. We will have to change this 30 amp Siemens breaker to a 20 amp 2-pole Siemens breaker. We'll have an electrician come and do that. Otherwise, we'll reuse this existing disconnect, and I'll give you a new 36 by 36 pad, And just make sure you set the new air conditioner in between the two disconnects. It's a little one, so it will fit there. The lines, you're just going to flush the line. Make sure you have at least 10-15 feet of insulation, because you're going to have more line set for up in the attic to extend it. Okay, let's see here. And let's see, is that it? I think that's it. Thanks.